Hey mamas, welcome back to my channel for yet another video, and today I'm going to review for you guys the two of the products which I got. So I got two of these things. So I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. This is the darkest shade that they have. So this is the dark neutral. This is Mocha, and it does not have a number, so it's a shade dark Mocha. So they don't have a lot of shades. This is the darkest shade that they have, so I knew that even if I'll get the darkest shade, this won't be that dark. But I'm really impressed with this because I never found a foundation which is as dark as my skin color. It always had some or the other thing. And then I got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer. So the concealer is just the exact shade for my skin, and this, like, both of them are exact shade for my skin. So if I don't want to go heavy with my foundation, I can definitely go ahead and use this concealer because I have a lot of light concealers. So this is gonna go perfect for that. And this is the result. So this was the one side which I did with the sponge, and then I blended this one out with a brush. So there's no particular difference. However, I felt that with the sponge, the absorbency of the product, and as well as the I felt like sponge was much more easier to blend out the foundation rather than a brush. But it's totally your preference and it's totally your call which one you want to do. So for the Wet n Wild foundation, if you are a skin tone like me, then definitely this foundation shade will be perfect for you. I got this on Amazon Hawk Makeup, so I got this for $5.99, and this is the shade number 377C Mocha. It's a glass packaging and it has a spatula in it. So however, I am not really a huge fan of the spatula because, okay, so for a particular reason, because this is crooked. And then I don't know if it's supposed to be crooked or what it is about it, but I'm not really a huge fan of spatulas. But this becomes a bit easier, I feel, because with the Maybelline Fit Me, they do not have anything. But I think this price, I think this is good. And then for this, for $5.99, you get the 30 ml product, and it is a very quite compact bottle, so you can, if you are traveling or anything, then this is really quite nice to travel with. And yeah, so it says that it's tested with or without flash. So with or without flash, you can definitely go ahead and use this foundation. Okay, so, and then for the concealer, I think I'm a huge fan of this concealer because I really like the wand of this. It picks up good amount of product in the first go, so you don't need to just go ahead and dip it again to get another more product unless you're going for that much of a coverage. I'm not really a huge fan of getting full coverage. So this is in the shade 845B Dark Cocoa. So this is the darkest concealer that they have. So both of them are the darkest shades that they have, both in concealer and foundation. So yeah, and this has 8.5 ml of product in it. So, and both of them are cruelty free and vegan. So if you are a vegetarian and if you don't really like animal tested products or animal mixed products, then both of them are cruelty free and vegan. So yeah, if you want to know what my views on this are, then please keep on watching. So yeah, so let's get started. So I already have my eyebrows and my eyes done, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move straight on with the concealer. I'm gonna use a sponge to just blend out everything. So I'm just gonna take the end of the sponge and I'm just gonna blend out. Okay, so it blends out pretty nicely. It is the same color as my skin, so it blends in perfectly. I don't have to, because I don't really like to apply a lot of light color underneath my eyes. So I think sponge is working very well with this concealer. Okay, so then I'm gonna move on to my foundation. So on one side of my face I'm gonna apply the foundation with a sponge, and one side I'm gonna use it with a brush, so you guys can see the difference between the texture. Or the first time that I'm trying out. So okay, so this is a bit, so first I'm gonna just do one part of my face, but it blends in nicely. So okay, so it feels like skin already. I don't feel any stickiness to the texture. Blend it out. Okay. Is with the brush. So I don't particularly see any difference, but this foundation does oxidizes itself. So I'm taking a powder and I'm just gonna set it out. I like to set my foundations quickly. Okay, so my first impression with this foundation, and especially with a skin like me and a skin tone like me, I like this foundation. So I think I would preferably, I'm gonna use it 2 or 3 more times and then see if I like it or not, just so that I can take it on this one to the top, because my Maybelline Fit Me is my all-time favorite, and then the L'Oreal, and so I can't really say much for that. Okay, so I've set it out, and then I'm gonna take my contour and I'm gonna use my Wait in Italy's contour. This is in the shade 333 Hermosa. Then moving on to my blush, I'm using my Makeup Revolution Sugar and Spice palette. I haven't used this for quite a long time, so I am quite excited to use it again. So I'm going to take my blush from this, so I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to apply it. The reason why I'm using blush and highlighters now is just to see that how well the color shows up on this foundation. So it is sticking to it, so that's nice. My blush is showing up, so that's really good. And then moving on to my highlighter. You guys know I'm a huge fan of highlighter, so I'm gonna take the lightest highlighter shade from this palette. This is really gorgeous, a gorgeous highlighter. You guys can see it. Okay, so I am done. I'm just gonna take my brush again. I'm just gonna tap it. However, I am not really thinking that it's gonna stay for a really long time. If you feel like it, this is a lightweight foundation, so you don't feel cakey. So yeah, and this is my final verdict for the Wet n Wild foundation and the Photo Focus concealer. So yeah, so thank you so much you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know in the comments telling me how you like this video. If you have any suggestions or recommendations, feel free to write on any of my social media platforms. And don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay confident. Bye.